Confucius was a Chinese philosopher of the spring and autumn period who is traditionally considered the paragon of Chinese sages. Confucius's teachings and philosophy underpin East Asian culture and society, remaining influential across China and East Asia to this day. We have two lives, and the second begins when we realize we only have one. It does not matter how slowly you go as long as you do not stop. Education breeds confidence. Confidence breeds hope. Hope breeds peace. When it is obvious that the goals cannot be reached, don't adjust the goals, adjust the action steps. If your plan is for 1 year, plant rice. If your plan is for 10 years, plant trees. If your plan is for 100 years, educate children. In a country well governed, poverty is something to be ashamed of. In a country badly governed, wealth is something to be ashamed of. Everything has beauty, but not everyone sees it. He who knows all the answers has not been asked all the questions. The man who moves a mountain begins by carrying away small stones. If you make a mistake and do not correct it, this is called a mistake. Study the past if you would define the future. Before you embark on a journey of revenge, dig 2 graves. To be wronged is nothing unless you continue to remember it. Respect yourself and others will respect you. The man who asks a question is a fool for a minute. The man who does not ask is a fool for life. When you see a good person, think of becoming like her or him. When you see someone not so good, reflect on your own weak points. Silence is a true friend who never betrays. Attack the evil that is within yourself rather than attacking the evil that is in others. You cannot open a book without learning something. What the superior man seeks is in himself. What the small man seeks is in others. I hear and I forget. I see and I remember. I do and I understand. Music produces a kind of pleasure which human nature cannot do without. Give a bowl of rice to a man, and you will feed him for a day. Teach him how to grow his own rice, and you will save his life. It is not the failure of others to appreciate your abilities that should trouble you, but rather your failure to appreciate theirs. The man of wisdom is never of 2 minds. The man of benevolence never worries. The man of courage is never afraid. Real knowledge is to know the extent of one's ignorance. If what one has to say is not better than silence, then one should keep silent. The superior man thinks always of virtue. The common man thinks of comfort. Don't complain about the snow on your neighbor's roof when your own doorstep is unclean. It is easy to hate and it is difficult to love. This is how the whole scheme of things works. All good things are difficult to achieve, and bad things are very easy to get. Learning without thought is labor lost. Thought without learning is perilous. Without knowing the force of words, it is impossible to know more. He who conquers himself is the mightiest warrior. The man who says he can and the man who says he cannot are both correct. Consideration for others is the basis of a good life, a good society. Have no friends not equal to yourself. The superior man is modest in his speech, but exceeds in his actions. If you are the smartest person in the room, then you're in the wrong room. The superior man understands what is right. The inferior man understands what will sell. A common man marvels at uncommon things. A wise man marvels at the commonplace. If there is righteousness in the heart, there will be beauty in the character. If there is beauty in the character, there will be harmony in the home. If there is harmony in the home, there will be order in the nations. When there is order in the nations, there will peace in the world. Those who know the truth are not equal to those who love it. If one should desire to know whether a kingdom is well governed, if its morals are good or bad, the quality of its music will furnish the answer. Knowledge is merely brilliance in organization of ideas and not wisdom. The truly wise person goes beyond knowledge. Learn as if you were not reaching your goal and as though you were scared of missing it. You will never know how sharp a sword is unless it's drawn from its sheath. Never contract friendship with a man that is not better than thyself. Faced with what is right, to leave it undone shows a lack of courage. When you have faults, do not fear to abandon them. Signs and symbols rule the world, not words nor laws. He who speaks without modesty will find it difficult to make his words good. If you are courteous, you will not be disrespected. If you are generous, you will gain everything. If you are honest, people will rely on you. If you are persistent, you will get results. If you are kind, you can employ people.